Good evening, TheoTrade. This is Corey Rosenblum with the TheoTrade nightly video for the 23rd of February here in 2021. And we had a pullback. Remember, the market takes the escalator or the stairs to the upside and the elevator to the downside. So we don't know the future, but all we know is probabilities and trend structure. And those who are playing to the long side with the trend, the bullish type of trades, or the bullish type of long delta or long premium, your reward structure is a continued bullish creep. And that's worked out very well in terms of the last, I guess, going back to the coronavirus crash here in March. That has been the play. But what's your risk if you are a perpetual bull? The risk is rug pulls. Rug pull here, rug pull there. And what's a rug pull? It's just a very violent 1, 2, 3 day sell swing. And that's usually after a 5, 6, 7 day rally. That's what's happening now. Now, if you're a bear, contrarian bear, where is your risk? Your risk is day after day after day of continued upside creep, but where is your reward? Your reward is one day your premium or your puts or your spreads come deep in the money or just go in the money whenever those 1 or 2 days come up. And there isn't a prediction factor to it. It's just a probability game, but it's also what are you comfortable with? For most traders, we're comfortable getting into a position, holding it, and then coming out with a profit. But that can be frustrating in this pro-trending, uptrending, higher highs and higher lows market. So it's up to you, up to your trade style and experience about what type of strategy that you'll be doing in this bullish creep market. And that takes us back a little bit to where we were. And I'll just pull the perspective a little bit further back. We'll look at this just on the daily chart of the S&P futures, but it could be the SPX, could be anything. And we'll pull it back 4 years. And this is the same type of logic with this continued bull creep that just seems impossible. But again, there's February into January into February of 2018, and then January into February of 2020, and then there's January into February of 2021. What's the common theme? Continued frustrating upward bullish creep. What's the backside of the bullish upward drift? Big snapback, like a rubber band. And that's what the positions to the downside or net short or negative delta, that's what the play is for a snapback, for a rubber band pullback, for 3 to 4 sessions or more to completely take out what has built to the upside. So that's, again, continued commentary on the bigger picture. For the Nasdaq, that's a steep pullback. So that is under pressure a little more than something like the Dow Jones, which is actually not that far from a new all-time high. And the Russell did take a deeper pullback today with high volume. So that's the bigger picture, the bigger structure. Beyond that is the bond market, which if we see back to here, it's just steadily a rising trend. But in 2020 and 2021 especially, I'm looking at TLT because that's more a tradable vehicle for me with spreads. But you can easily see that in ZB, which is the 30-year bond, or ZN, which is the 30-year note, or 10-year note, 10-year U.S. Treasury note. And they're still downtrending. But let's pull it even further back and take a look at the intermarket grid. What is this? Well, this is simply the S&P, which is a bullish broad picture that trades alongside crude oil, which is CL, which is also actually stronger to the upside. But we call this risk off or risk out because gold, which tends to be a hedge against inflation, but it's just a commodity, and that's actually trending down. And with a little bit of an exception here, the bond market, this is ZN, is also trading down. So we have money flowing into, broad picture commentary, of course, the equity market, into crude oil, out of gold, and to a larger extent, out of the treasury market. And that is the bigger picture. Now, within the equity market, what's making new highs? This is that popular scan or the stocks making new 52-week highs, and there's a purpose behind it. The purpose is finding strength inside the market. and especially if it's something with financials, things that jump out. So Disney, JP Morgan, Caterpillar, Schwab, John Deere, and many others. And I sort this scan. It's just a 52-week high scan on the S&P 500, and I sort by market cap. And my attention is going to be drawn here. What's the logic behind this? That which is strong, or markets or stocks that are strong, tend to get stronger. And if the market's not at all-time highs, but these particular stocks are, that's a sign of strength. And that argues for some long premium or long delta or bullish type of trades. So as normal, I'll take a look at this weekly chart on the right, daily chart on the left, and the logic is to play pullbacks or retracements into strong trending stocks. Thought process is they are more likely than not to keep making new 52-week highs. But that doesn't mean we buy them right this second. We buy them on pullbacks, retracements, or some type of sell swing, and we get premium on or positions on the pullbacks, not all-time highs. Disney is an example that keeps getting stronger, and that's a really strong 2 days for the company. Bank of America is a financial, not, well, it's there in terms of the chart. It's a new 52-week high, but that takes out, if I'm not mistaken, a new all-time high, at least on the weekly perspective, many, many years back. We'll actually go to the monthly chart. Okay, I was worried about that. Not a new all-time high. It doesn't matter too much in terms of 2021, but just to note that there is more bullish space to the upside. And again, things that are strong do tend to get stronger. And these are earnings, by the way. This symbol or these patterns of the chart are just earnings releases or economic announcements. Caterpillar as well. That's a very strong stock and strengthening. So again, this concept of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, buy the pullback, retracement trades get long. Not like this, because like the market itself, anything that goes up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, and especially straight up like that, has a decent or better than decent, really higher than average, odds immediately to pull back. That means to retrace or fall lower. And that does set up some aggressive short sell type of strategies, but they are contra trend, and they are playing for, again, the reward being 3 or 4 days of downside action, like this, or that. But what's the risk? Continued bullish creep. It's the same thing as the market, just an individual stock form. And then a few others, American Express and John Deere. I keep referencing John Deere, and that's just stellar. But that's a consistent uptrend on the daily chart. And others, and just I'll pull the list back just for your reference into the video. You can always pause the video and write these down or just make notes of what they are. They do include Southwest Airlines and Las Vegas Sands and Marriott, which are, we consider those retail or travel type stocks. So we'll finish with that. We'll take a look at Love, which is Southwest Air. Did not do so well during the pandemic, but that stock has recovered. And other stocks under that logic would be Hilton Worldwide, which is a hotel. We'll take a look at that. Again, did not do so well in the coronavirus shutdowns, but surprising a lot of people, this uptrend continued up to new highs, and that triggered off our scan today. Final one we can look at is, two more. Marriott, another hotel brand that's up at the highs. And finally, Las Vegas Sands, which is a hotel / casino. And there are other hotel casino stocks, but not in the best position it's ever been in. In fact, it's more range bound, but it's a new 52-week high. And that's all the scan does. It gives us candidates to think about positions or trades, or at least shows us things that are outperforming the market. And things that outperform the market tend to keep outperforming the market in the short and longer term. As always, be careful and safe. This is Corey Rosenblum with tonight's Theo video update for February 23rd, 2021.